Okay. So in the last lecture, we have started this studying the formation of various minerals and rocks. Okay. So in that regard, we were studying for the formation of rocks, in which we have discussed the in depth what we have discussed the formation of igneous rock. Okay. So how these rocks are formed, that has already been discussed. How igneous rocks formation takes place, what is the origin. Okay. Then if it is formed over the surface, what it is called. If it is called in inside the Earth's surface, what it is called. Okay. So which one is plutonic, inside the Earth's surface or over the Earth's surface? Yes, Pratham Kumar. Which one is plutonic rocks? The one which forms inside the surface or outside the surface?
Sir, outside.
No, I told you that day also.
Inside, sir, inside.
Plutonic is inside. Yeah, obviously there are two options now. Okay, plutonic intrinsic, which is found inside. Okay, and extrusive means volcanic rocks which are found outside. Okay, just remember by these names. Plutonic, for example, you can relate like this. Say tectonic plates, they are inside the Earth's crust. Okay, you'll be finding inside the Earth's crust tectonic plates. So plutonic it resembles very much with tectonic. So you can relate in this way and you can memorize. Okay. Those are all memorizing technique. Okay. So igneous rock was whatever it was there. We have covered till now. Now we'll be starting with the other two categories of rock. That those are sedimentary and metamorphic rocks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So earlier also while studying the classification, we have studied the preliminary investigation, or you can say preliminary identification of both the rocks. Okay. Sedimentary rocks कौन से होते हैं? The one which is formed by deposition of sediments in layered form. What is the speciality of these rocks? Okay. The formation, the texture of these rocks is layered texture. Okay. And what is metamorphic? Metamorphic rocks are formed what by the metamorphism of what of either igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks. Last lecture में rock cycles देखा था ना. You might be memorizing it, or you might be able to recall it. So in the last lecture we have studied the rock cycle, जिसमें हमने देखा था कैसे sedimentary और igneous rocks से metamorphic rocks form होते हैं. Okay. So now over here we'll be studying in depth what are sedimentary rocks, how they are formed, and how to classify them. Okay. So these sedimentary rocks, they are basically made up of different smaller rocks, or you can say various mineral grains. There may be animal or plant remains in themselves also. Okay, so when all of these materials, or either some of these materials, they combine together and get compacted due to some external agent, then sedimentation occurs and sedimentary rock formation takes place. Okay, so this sediments precipitates, these are out of a solution. That means you cannot predict what kind of sediments there will be over there will be there. Okay, so in the adjacent area, whatever the minerals or rocks will be found, those will be constituting what? Those will be constituting the sedimentary rocks. Okay. For example, there are certain example like limestone, sandstone. Okay, red sandstone, limestone. Both are totally different in texture. Okay, consider limestone and consider sandstone or red sandstone. Okay. So, what is the difference? If you'll, in layman terms, if you'll talk about the difference is in the appearance itself. How that appearance arises? Both are sedimentary rocks. दोनों sedimentation से ही बने हुए हैं. But difference क्यों है? क्योंकि दोनों अलग-अलग जगह मिलते हैं. कभी देखा है कि एक ही एरिया में सेडिमेंट्री लाइमस्टोन भी मिल रहा है और सैंडस्टोन भी मिल रहा है? ऐसा नहीं होता. ठीक है. So limestone is found in different areas and sandstone is found in different areas. So basically what I'm trying to convey is कि uh, whatever minerals will be there in the adjacent area, okay, in the nearby vicinity. So those minerals will be constituting these sedimentary rocks. Okay. Then sedimentary rocks, in sedimentary rocks there is one more thing. You can find fossils. Okay. So fossils are what? The remains, dead remains of plants and animals. Okay. Those are known as fossils. So these fossils are, they are found in metamorphic rocks as well. Okay, so these are also found in metamorphic rocks, but in sedimentary rocks, these are found in more intact form. Okay, that means कम damage होता है. Whereas in metamorphic rock, अगर तुम देखोगे तो remains of the fossils will be found. Fossils and fossil remains are both are different things. Okay, So you can say degraded fossils या already जो मतलब it is almost on the verge of extinction, उस टाइप के fossils में metamorphic rocks में मिलेंगे. Why? Because metamorphic rocks में बनता है किससे? वो बनता है heat under constant heat and temperature. ठीक है, heat and pressure, sorry. So what happens due to that heat and pressure, these fossils get destroyed. But in sedimentary rock, these fossils will be clearly available. And what is the identification of sedimentary rocks? It is always found in layered structure. Okay, so here you can see four examples. The very first one, this one is sandstone. Okay, below that, this is shale, which is blackish in color. Okay, so both of them you can see the layered structure. Okay, in sandstone also you can see these inclined layers are there. Okay, you see the layer need not to be in a specific direction only. Okay, they can be inclined, they can be horizontal, they can be vertical. It is not so कि अगर sedimentary rocks बन रहे हैं तो horizontal layers ही बनेंगे. ठीक है, it is not always the case कि horizontal layers बनेंगे. Most of the time it is horizontal in nature, but it can also form in some other direction. Then in the shale example, you can see the fossil remains over there. Okay, then breccia is there. Okay, जिसमें तुम्हें दो different textures दिखाई देंगे. क्यों? Because there are two mineral grains which are quite large in nature are found. Then conglomerate is there. This is mostly found in the beach areas. जो conglomerate है ये तुम्हें कहाँ मिलता है? Mostly near the beaches. Okay, have you ever seen this conglomerate? How many of you have been to any beach or seaside area? No one. Okay. So you'll find this near to the beach area. Why? Because pebbles and the sand they get embedded together, and after deposition they will be forming this kind of sedimentary rocks. Okay. Now you have considered, you have known the fact that sedimentary rocks are formed. How they are formed? They are formed by sedimentation, or you can say deposition of certain minerals or particles of minerals or rocks or whatever it is. Okay, it may be organic matter also. But how these sedimentation takes place? Okay, it takes place with the help of these four mediums. Okay, what are those mediums? They are wind, water, ice, or gravity. Okay, these four major mediums are there: wind, water, ice, and gravity, which actually are responsible for the sedimentation. Okay, and once sedimentation is there, then sedimentary rock formation is also there. Now how these are responsible? One by one. See, wind, the most abundant carrier is wind actually. Okay, why? Because wind can carry several particles, or you can say the sediments, at a considerably large distance. Okay, then there is water. See, wind is the very common source of the thing, carrier, common carrier. Okay, wind is available everywhere. You might not find water everywhere, ice everywhere, but wind and gravity both are available. But gravity will be acting on certain, after a certain, it will say smaller size minerals only. Okay, that will be more effective. All the gravity will be acting on all the particles, but it will be more effective on the smaller particles for compaction. Okay, when it comes to major carrier, wind is the uh, largest carrier of this sediment. Okay, then followed by water. Water can also carry these sediments up to major extent, or you can say large distances. Okay, see, for example, this Ganga river, it originates in Gangotri, but over here also you can find the sediments from that place. Okay, in Rishikesh you might find sediments from Gangotri, or minerals from that area. Okay, then wherever this river goes, it will be carrying sediments along with it, and it will be transporting what? It will be transporting the sediments from one place to another. Okay, but this water is a carrier which carries the minerals, or you can say sediments, in one particular direction only. Okay, it may not be multi-directional, but in case of wind, it may be it is actually unpredicted. Wherever the wind direction will be there, the carrier will be the wind will be carrying the sediments in that direction. Okay, then polar ice also melts. It also, it melts and it reforms again. Okay, then there are these icebergs. iceberg formation, they float away from one place to another. Small icebergs, they float away, and they will be carrying certain sediments also. Okay, then there is gravity, as explained. See, once these dominancy of these wind and water will be, faded out, then what will happen? Gravity will come into action, and it will, uh, you know, make this happen. Okay, make this sedimentation happen. Okay. Then sedimentary rocks, they represent 7% of Earth crust, but in actual they cover 70% of the Earth's surface. Okay, so when you'll talk about the composition of Earth, sedimentary rocks constitutes only 7%. But over the Earth's surface, 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by sedimentary rocks. So these rocks are majorly what? Above the Earth's surface rather than inside the Earth's crust. Okay. These are also known as fossil carrying rocks. Why? Just explained in the earlier slide, because most of the fossils are present in intact nature. That means this thing, the young fossils you will find in sedimentary rocks. Okay. Because once the sedimentary rocks, over the ages it is exposed to heat and pressure, then it will be converted into metamorphic rocks only. And in metamorphic rocks, you might not find the fossils in intact nature. Okay, then this property of sedimentary rock is there, which is they are non-crystalline in nature. Okay, see earlier igneous rocks जो हमने पढ़ा था, those were crystalline in nature, but sedimentary rock is actually non-crystalline in nature. One more thing is there, that these are quite brittle in nature, and also what, they are chemically highly reactive with chemicals. Okay. Unlike igneous and metamorphic rocks, see, since sedimentary rocks, see, you can consider sedimentary rocks as raw rocks. Okay, these are raw form of rocks, we can say. Okay, so young rocks, basically young or raw rocks are sedimentary rocks. So these sedimentary rocks can be, easily, they can be, they have a high reactivity to chemicals. Okay, then what turns these sedimentary sediments into solids? See, this might be a question for you. Okay, because this water or wind that breaks down and deposits sediments on the what, on the Earth's surface. Okay, but those sediments are actually granular in nature. Then what turns this particular thing into the cementitious form? Yeah, you can say a solid rock. So that is, which is process known as compaction. Just a minute. Okay, so these yeah, the sediments, they get converted into solid rock with the help of what? With compaction. The compaction is a process which is carried out by in man-made labs, or over there you can easily carry it out by hammering, or you can apply certain compressive forces. But in nature it is carried out in especially in the rock formation, it is carried out by the other sediments only. Okay, so basically you will keep on piling up sediments on one another, and what will happen, जो तुम्हारे सबसे लोअर मोस्ट पार्टिकल्स की लेयर है, उसके ऊपर क्या होगा, उसके ऊपर सेडिमेंट्स की लेयर बनती जाएगी, and it will create a certain self weight on that, which will press down the layers beneath the upper layers. Okay, so what will happen in this way, जो lower most layer होगी, क्या होगा, it will cause cementation due to compaction, and it will turn the sediments into solid sedimentary rocks. Okay, see, for example, over here the Grand Canyon is the best example of this particular process. How this it took place, how it took place. Earlier sedimentation was taking place, and on these sedimentation, certain this thing compaction took place because of the sediments which were depositing continuously on the upper surface. Okay, basically due to self weight of the sediments. Okay, then there is one other process by which it is formed, that is whenever the runoff water will be there, whenever precipitation will be there, dissolved minerals, they flow between the particles and they bind them together. This is called cementation process. Okay, so these two processes are there which are responsible for turning sediments into a solid sedimentary rock. What are these two processes? compaction and cementation. Compaction मतलब compress करते जाना, press it means to press down. Okay, तो pressing down किसकी वजह से होती है? Due to other sediments compiling over the earlier sediment. And then there is cementation. Cementation क्यों होता है साथ साथ? Cementation होता है जब भी बारिश के पानी के साथ क्या होगा? The dissolved minerals will flow between the particles, between the voids present in between the sediment, and they will do what? They will bind the cementitious material or the normal sediments together. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल जो सीमेंट तुम सबसे कॉमन बाइंडिंग मटेरियल यूज करते हो, यू ऑल माइट हैव स्टडीड इन सेकंड ईयर, which is the raw material or you can say rock which is required for manufacturing of cement? Ordinary Portland cement कौन से rock से बनता है? Yes, this is a question common to all. Anybody can answer. You all are studying
Sedimentary rock.
sedimentary rocks से नहीं बनता. You all are studying building material and construction. Okay, in that you might have studied the entire manufacturing process of cement. Manufacturing से पहले क्या पढ़ा था तुमने? Composition of cement. उस composition में था. What are the this thing composition? What is the composition of cement? This topic is already covered.
Siliceous.
Yeah, silica is there. Then
and another ingredient.
Sir, lime,
Common materials.
Lime.
alumina, magnesia.
see, whosoever
The
is
fly
right
ash.
now switching on the video, na, I can hear your video currently. Okay, so if you know the answer, kindly answer it. This is for your benefit. If you look it up and then answer, then there's no point, I guess. Okay, so that was meant to be an example. Okay, like cement, whatever the minerals are there in cement. Okay, then you add gypsum for retarding the setting time of cement. Okay, then you have this lime. Lime is a major composition of the cement. Okay, so these lime is actually having the binding property. The component which imparts binding property to cement is actually lime. Okay, so lime is what? Lime is extracted from limestone. Limestone में lime होता है, ठीक है? Lime क्या है? Lime is your mineral. Limestone is a rock, but lime is what? Lime is mineral. So that mineral lime, when it comes, it get dissolved with the runoff water from precipitation, and it will come over here. तो वही lime. Earlier we used to make use of lime mortars as well. ठीक है, हम लोग लाइम मोटार यूज करते थे, जैसे सीमेंट मोटार यूज करते हैं, पहले लाइम मोटार यूज किया जाता था, ठीक, फॉर this thing, rubble masonry. How many of you understand rubble masonry? Hey, you people are having building material classes right now, no? Going on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And why you people are not answering? You're not attending the classes, I guess. Okay, so let's not go there. So my point of stating this particular thing, cement, was example. Like cement has binding properties. Okay, lime also and there are certain minerals which has binding property. So that binding properties is used up by this particular process in cementation. So what happens in cementation? Same चीज. जो तुम सीमेंट यूज करते हो नॉर्मल कंक्रीट बनाने में, उसमें सीमेंट क्या करता है? बाइंडिंग प्रॉपर्टीज इम्पार्ट करता है. इट हेल्प्स टू बाइंड द अदर मटेरियल. तो सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी यही होता है कि the other minerals which are having certain cementitious properties, they will do what? They will bind all the sediments together. ठीक है? And then the compaction will be done by what? By the gravity and the sediment, self-weight of the sediments itself. Okay. Then how can sedimentary layer help us understanding the age of fossils? Okay, this sedimentary rock study. See, what is this study of fossils known as? How many of you have heard about the word paleontology?
No, sir.
Okay. So paleontology is basically study of fossils. Okay. So this is a scientific study of fossils. So these fossils are dead remains of plants and animals. These are studied by various scientists. So in order to study them, what they do is they look for sedimentary rocks. Okay, they don't go and start digging up anywhere inside the Earth's crust. Okay, why? Because they might find n number of, you will find n number of rocks. Okay, and all those rocks may not be, helpful in studying this paleontology. But in case of sedimentary rocks, as I mentioned earlier also, since these are formed by sedimentation, so what is the advantage? The advantage is that we have the sediment, the fossils embedded in the sedimentary rocks at a very, what you can say, in a very intact stage. Okay. Now, how the studies are carried out, for example, in this image, okay, जो टॉप मोस्ट लेयर है वो पहले बनेगा कि बाद में बनेगा? टेल मी दिस थिंग एटलीस्ट. जो टॉप मोस्ट लेयर है, व्हाइट
सर
लेयर
बाद में,
दिखाई दे रहा है, वो बाद में बनेगा, और जो नीचे रेडिश कलर का
बाद
लेयर
में,
दिखता है तुम्हें, वो पहले बनेगा.
पहले.
सो लेट्स से आज से 500 ईयर्स पहले ये रेड वाला लेयर बना था, और 50 ईयर्स पहले ये वाइट वाला लेयर बना. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल. दी सेडिमेंटेशन लेयर टेक्स थाउजेंड्स एंड हंड्रेड्स ऑफ ईयर्स टू फॉर्म. तो मान लो 500 साल पहले ये रेड वाला लेयर बना था और 50 साल पहले ये वाइट वाला लेयर बना था. तो अगर इस पूरे पर्टिकुलर sedimentary rocks का excavation किया and all these layers are studied, so in which layer you will find younger fossils?
सर टॉप वाले में.
Okay, so you'll find in the younger
सर टॉप.
found in the top layer. Okay, so basically this is how the study is done. This is not the complete procedure. There are n number of things. They'll be, incubating the samples, they'll be preserving them, then they'll be, putting up the soil sample. So basically, जो फॉसिल्स तुम ऑब्टेन करोगे उससे इतना ज़्यादा प्रेडिक्शन नहीं होता है जितना तुम्हारा सॉइल पार्टिकल्स होता है. ओके, जो तुम्हारे ये रॉक्स के पार्टिकल्स हैं, तो बेसिकली क्या है, दीज रॉक्स व्हेन दे विल बी डिसइंटीग्रेटिंग इट विल बी टर्निंग इनटू सॉइल. ओके, or in other words, you can consider this, that soil particles, the sediments, they come together and they form what? They form sedimentary rocks. Okay, this is a vice versa process, interchanging process. Okay. So what is the concept behind this? That the soil, or you can say the minerals, these are very important things. You can study n number of things based on that. Okay, so whenever the paleontology is done, the study of sedimentary rocks is done, because the most intact structures are present in sedimentary rocks only, instead as compared to any other rocks. Okay, so coming to the classification of rocks, there are three types of sedimentary rocks. The very first one is known as clastic, CLASTIC, also known as detrital. This detritus means detrital. Why this name is coined? Because this is made up of this thing, what you can say, natural debris. ठीक है, जैसे कंस्ट्रक्शन डेब्रिस होता है तुम्हारा, ऐसे ही नेचर का डेब्रिस है. दैट मीन्स ब्रोकन पीसेस ऑफ अदर रॉक्स. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई भी हिली एरिया है, ठीक, इस हिली एरिया में क्या होगा, कंटिन्यूस लैंडस्लाइड वगैरह सब होते रहते हैं, या डिसइंटीग्रेशन कंटिन्यूसली होता जा रहा है. तो व्हाट विल हैपन आफ्टर डिसइंटीग्रेशन ऑफ रॉक्स, सर्टेन रॉक पार्टिकल्स, डिफरेंट रॉक पार्टिकल्स विल कम टुगेदर एंड इट विल, सेडिमेंटेशन विल अकर. ठीक, सेडिमेंटेशन होगा, सेडिमेंटेशन का कॉम्पैक्शन होगा, सीमेंटेशन होगा, और सेडिमेंट्री रॉक फॉर्म हो जाएंगे. तो वो जो डिफरेंट ब्रोकन पीसेस ऑफ रॉक्स है, जो रॉक्स बन गए, वो क्या हुआ, since it is formed by sedimentation, तो sedimentary rock हुआ, but it is containing different broken pieces of different other rocks, therefore it will be known as plastic or detrital, detrial rocks. Okay, second one is organic. As the name suggests, when the sedimentation or sedimentary rocks, they will be containing plants and animal decays, or dead remains of plants and animals, or any kind of organic matter. Okay, it is not necessarily plant and animal. You may find certain bacteria, certain microorganisms in that. Okay, so all these kind of sedimentary rocks in which organic content is present, it will be termed as organic sedimentary rocks. Okay, now very common example for these are fossil rich limestone. Okay, limestone is obtained from what? It actually forms from, what is the origin? It forms from the shells of ocean animals. Okay, the best example is the chalk that we use in the class, that is made up of limestone only. Okay, then the third kind of sedimentary rocks is chemical rocks, chemical sedimentary rocks. Okay, so if in case there are certain minerals dissolved in the particular sedimentary rock obtained. Okay, what could be those minerals? The minerals which are present in lakes, seas, or underground water. Basically, this is concerned with the water only. Okay, so whenever the minerals which are found in water are present in sedimentary rocks, then it will be termed as chemical sedimentary rock. Okay, example is, the best example is calcite. Okay, calcite. Then rock salt is there. Rock salt is, what is the rock salt? It is halite. Again, the first lecture में rocks जब properties पढ़ रहे थे उस time पे पढ़ा था rock salt, or what is known as, it is known as halite also. Okay, then limestone again, which is made when calcite is the mineral. It is, what is the mineral which forms limestone? It is calcite. Okay, next is the metamorphic rocks. Okay. So these metamorphic
इसी को
rocks,
पूछ पेटी हो गया
we have discussed earlier, these are formed due to what? Due to the change in intense temperature and pressure. Okay. Now coming to the name, meta means change and morphosis means formation. Okay, this is a Greek word. Meta means change and morphosis means formation. So in the rock cycle also we have seen, forget about all this write up. In the rock cycle also we have seen what? कि metamorphic rocks are either formed from igneous rock or they are formed from sedimentary rock. The out of nowhere, out of the blue, metamorphic rock खुद से form नहीं होता, ठीक है? It is formed by the metamorphism of what? Of igneous rock or sedimentary rock.
सेडिमेंट्री एंड इग्नियस
ठीक है, और ये क्यों होता है? बिकॉज ऑफ चेंज इन टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर. जब उसे सुटेबल कंडीशन मिलती है, व्हेन igneous and sedimentary rocks, either of them are exposed to constant temperature and pressure, then they will change the granular structure or interior structure or chemical structure of the this thing, the existing rock, and it will form metamorphic rock. Okay. So what are the changes that occurs in Earth that causes formation of these rocks? Again, the high heat and pressure. Pressure कहाँ से मिलता है? Pressure मिलता है टेक्टोनिक मूवमेंट से प्लस एक्सटर्नल कॉजेस की वजह से, जो कि अगेन अर्थ क्रस्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. ठीक. एंड एक और चीज़ है जो सेकेंड पैरामीटर हमारा हीट, वो कहाँ से मिलता है? द हीट इज जियोथर्मल एनर्जी. यू विल बी गेटिंग हीट, देन eruption of certain volcanic rocks, or you can say volcanic eruption, that will also provide excessive heat to the rock. But this is not the same thing. Once the volcanic eruption is there, वहाँ पे ये चीज़ गलत हो जाएगी. ठीक. So what are the favorable conditions? Favorable conditions are high pressure and high heat, but heat should not be that much कि rock तुम्हारा melt हो जाए. Yeah, see the second point, high heat but not enough to melt the rock. Why this thing is important? Because अगर तुम्हारा rock melt हो गया, तो it will turn into magma, it will come out of surface and it will become lava, it will solidify and it will create what? It will create igneous rock. ठीक है, तो ये फिर rock cycle का reversal हो गया. Okay, so basically this is an good analogy, that is, you can think of metamorphic rock as a squished peanut butter and jelly sandwich in your lunch. That means metamorphic rock कैसे बनेगा? It will be by, अगर resemblance देखोगे तो it resembles to the sandwich. The sandwiching of certain rocks under certain heats and pressure, it will form metamorphic rock. Okay. So this metamorphic rock formation also, this can either they can happen, the formation can happen underground due to high heat and pressure, or it can form above the ground when the volcano or volcanic eruption has taken place. Okay. So whenever classification of metamorphic rock is done, unlike the two other rocks, this metamorphic rocks will be classified. They always come on from a parent rock. ठीक. तो हमेशा रेफर करेंगे किसको हम? पेरेंट रॉक को. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर इग्नियस रॉक से फॉर्म्ड हुआ है तो पेरेंट रॉक उसका क्या है? इग्नियस रॉक या पर्टिकुलर जो भी इग्नियस रॉक होगा वो. अगर फॉर्मेशन या मेटामॉर्फिज्म हुआ है सेडिमेंट्री रॉक का, तो इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज द पेरेंट रॉक विल बी व्हाट? विल बी सेडिमेंट्री रॉक.
सेडिमेंट्री.
Yes. Now, how these metamorphic rocks are classified? Okay, so here is a short classification of it. That is, first one, that is foliated rocks. Foliated means mineral grains are flattened and lined up in parallel bands. Okay. that is mineral grains are flattened and lined up in parallel band as shown in the figure. सामने तुम फिगर में देखो, ठीक है, इसमें you can see very clearly the texture कि parallel texture दिख रहा है, ठीक, जैसे नीचे वाले जो दो रॉक्स हैं उसमें भी सेकंड वाला जो उसमें क्लियरली विजिबल है कि मिनरल ग्रेन्स क्या है, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे लाइन अप होके, ठीक, एंड यू कैन सी सर्टेन लेयर्स आल्सो. Okay, so the best example, the नीचे example दिया हुआ that is maces. Okay, maces is formed by rearrangement of minerals in granite into band. Now granite is again what kind of igneous rock. So parent rock क्या हुआ इसका?
Igneous rock.
इसका parent rock will be
Igneous.
okay. Then the second category is non-foliated rocks. Band formation नहीं दिखाई देंगे. That is your non-foliated rock. The best example for this is the marble which you can find very easily at your homes. ठीक है, मार्बल में तुम्हें कोई पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न नहीं दिखेगा, टेक्सचर यू कैन फाइंड आउट बट यू कैन नॉट फाइंड आउट सर्टेन बैंड फॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, यू कैन सी रैंडम टेक्सचर्स बट बैंड फॉर्मेशन इज नॉट देयर. Okay, so marble is an example of non-foliated rock, and from marble is formed from which stone? That is which rock? Limestone. Okay, so इस केस में क्या हुआ तुम्हारा parent rock? Parent rock is a sedimentary rock which is limestone. Okay. Now this is again the same thing which I have explained in the earlier slide. Where do metamorphic rock usually form? Okay. So mostly they form under the earth's surface itself. Why? Because the favorable condition you will be finding in the earth's surface itself. Yes, Aram Malik, you have sent a message. अच्छा ठीक, क्लास के एंड में मांगता हूँ. Okay, we will come to this later. We'll finish the class first. Okay, so here are examples of metamorphic rocks. Okay, over here you can see very easily. This one is, the first one is slate. ये कौन सा है, foliated है कि non-foliated है? Now classify it. Which is the first one? Slate. Is it foliated or non-foliated?
Foliated.
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 इसमें bands दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Second one is again non-foliated. Okay, so I hope everything.
Non-foliated.
Okay, so this is basically summary of rocks.
Yes, sir.
Igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic.
Yes, sir.
Formation is quite clearly visible in the image. Okay, that was all for the formation of rocks. Any doubt, please let me know.